I'm in the office of the Florida Immigrant Coalition in Little Haiti with Francesca Menes. Now, we're talking about an event that recently happened here in Southwest Ranches in Broward County. But first, before we do anything, what is the coalition? How did it get together?
Basically, we're an immigrant rights organization where we are trying to build an immigrant rights movement here in the state of Florida to bring attention to the plight of immigrant communities here.
And recently, the coalition was out in the Southwest Ranches in Broward County. The organization ICE, the federal government's immigration organization, and a company called CCA. What does CCA stand for?
The Corrections Corporations of America.
Are trying to build a huge detention camp in Southwest Ranches. What is the coalition's perspective on that?
Well, for us, I'll just kind of start off with the background. The town of Southwest Ranches is partnering with CCA, which is the Corporations for America, the largest prison company in the United States. And it is trying to build a new immigration detention center here in South Florida. At first, it tried to go to Florida City and West Palm Beach, but they ultimately landed with in Southwest Ranches here in South Florida. And it will be one of the largest prisons, one of the largest detention centers here in the country, where it could potentially house up to 2,200 immigrants. And according to basically all of the information that's been kind of sped out is that this is going to be like a low
level
detention center but this will be a for-profit facility where they will be making money off all the heads of all the people who are in those detention centers.
So when they say low level, they mean non-violent criminals.
Low priority.
So usually that'll mean deportees.
Yeah.
Physically, are you familiar with the location of the site where they want to build this detention center?
Well, what happens is that the location isn't contiguous to Southwest Ranches. Where it is that Southwest Ranches is over here, and they have a plot of land which is basically for them, which is actually closer to Pembroke Pines. And so what we've been doing is that we've not only been engaging members of the community in Southwest Ranches, but we've also been engaging members of the Pembroke Pines community, because this is actually something that's going to affect them more than the Southwest Ranches because it's closer to them.
So to clarify what you've just said, from what I understand, Southwest Ranches basically like a horseshoe goes around Pembroke Pines, but the property for the detention center is in the center of Pembroke Pines.
Yes.
So it's for its water to be taken care of, for its electricity to be taken care of, for transportation of detainees, they have to go through Pembroke Pines to this little plot of land within.
And what's been happening is that Pembroke Pines has actually been contracted out to basically provide the emergency services, the fire services, the water and sewer. Pembroke Pines has actually been contracted out because they're the ones that are actually closest to that community.
How do people get more information from the Florida Immigrant Coalition?
Well, they can visit our blog at fl.immigrant.wordpress.com.
Our audience is a traditionally Caribbean and Haitian audience. So briefly, can we just talk a little bit in Creole about what we just said?
Okay. So, sel bagay m tap di se nou gon prison y ap ese bati et puis c'est nan parti yo rele Southwest Ranches la. Prison sa c'est pour moun yo di ki priorité a c'est pi ba parce tout l'autre monde c'est pas moun ki criminel, c'est famille yo plus ka déporté. So pour nous même nous voulons mener attention à nos communautés pour yo ka comprendre ça son bagay même qui c'est moun Hispanic Latino yo, ça son bagay qui ka cause yo problème tout, ça son bagay qui ka cause communauté nous pas nos mêmes gens. Même que nous même nous get TPS, ça c'est toujours un bagay qui ka affecter communauté pas nous pour que ça nous tout connaît un monde dans famille nous même que si sont amis, ça ka cause un problème pour yo même aussi.